Within 3 days of its March 20th, 2015 release, this $110 million dystopian action film recouped its entire budget. The young adult adventure directed by Robert Schwentke picks up where Divergent left off, as we follow Shailene Woodley as the leader of a resistance force hell-bent on taking down corrupt officials to save their faction-oriented society. Based on the second book in the Divergent trilogy by Veronica Roth, this installment feels like exactly that, the unfinished middle chapter of a larger story. Familiarity with the first picture is absolutely required, as this film cuts right to the chase, rather literally in fact, when we watch our intrepid outlaws escape a pursuing police force. The young Woodley continues to impress, leading the 119-minute film with a determined anxiousness that makes her performance believable and honest, although truth be told, I'm not a fan of the short hair. The hugely overcrowded cast includes Theo James, Jai Courtney, Miles Teller, Ansel Elgort, Kate Winslet, Ashley Judd, Octavia Spencer, Ray Stevenson, Maggie Q, Zoe Kravitz, Naomi Watts, and Daniel Day Kim. Of particular note, though, is Courtney as the relentless villain, exhibiting shades of Terminator's T-1000 when he's in hot pursuit of our heroes. But his co-star James feels stiff and disinterested, while Winslet is frankly too good of an actress to even be involved here. And in fact, this is the first sequel that Oscar winner has ever done.
Ginny's never gonna stop searching for you.
Why? What does she want with her? Tell me.
Look, all I know is she's exactly what Ginny needs. She's the perfect subject.
You're responsible for the death of hundreds of people. You know the punishment for that.
Listen, I've found a way to live with the blood on my hands. And can you?
A thrilling simulation sequence that sees Shailene climbing around a rotating floating house is a striking and well-executed visual that feels much like a live-action version of a 3D Mario platforming level. Between the gunfights and zip-line takedowns are some really strong emotional moments though, including a character-defining fistfight on a speeding train as it heads towards the ruins of Chicago. Generally though, the dialogue here is too clunky and precise to be taken very seriously. And as if the parallels to the Hunger Games franchise weren't strong enough with the first installment, this sequel feels particularly unoriginal. In a market that has quickly become oversaturated with futuristic teenage romance and rebellion, this PG-13 rated effort just doesn't do enough to separate itself from the pack. That being said, it's honestly a really exciting and competent film. Despite an annoyingly heavy reliance on dream sequences and simulations, each individual scene is strongly crafted and quite compelling. As a cohesive narrative, however, Insurgent begins to fall apart. Character decisions, the timing of events, and the locations of scenes all feel particularly contrived. As the continuation of a story, this is a well-paced and satisfying experience that does its job of getting you interested in where things will go next. But as a standalone feature, it feels somehow lacking. Commonplace ideas with an entertaining execution make Insurgent a cool film.